So, Albert, how people find this store usually?
A lot of people that come here, it's like a destination shop. So like a lot of people that come here, they know where they're going to. Like actually like 90% of the people that come here already know where we're at. The other 10% are probably people just driving around and it's like, oh wow, Guitar Center, and they just go. And yeah, so that's normally like, but like most of the people that come here, they know we're here, you know. This is like one of those stores.
So it's a lot of places like this, I mean in America. It's not
Not specifically like this store. This is a very unique store. You could find a store like this or maybe even bigger in New York or in Los Angeles. You know, but this is one of the stores where we have like vintage guitars, where we have all type of different things that you don't find like anywhere else, you know. This is one of those stores. Yeah.
So it's very big.
It's very unique. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very interesting feature for us. Like you bought the new one guitar, and you can sell used one. So what is conditions for that? I mean, for example, I want to buy the new Gibson, and for example, your new big yes, the new like standard ones model, and I have my old studio one.
Okay.
So I need to sell you the studio, or for example, like 2008 in good condition.
Okay.
So what will be the price?
Well, it all depends. We price it off of what the market is going for right now. Like we have a specific dedicated website that like searches the whole internet web, like to pretty much like mark up the price that it's going for. And we have like a team in corporate, like a little bit higher up, where they're every day their job is to like search used guitars and see what they're going for, so that we can have recommended prices. So it all depends on what the used market is in this area itself, you know. So we price them off of that.
Yeah, but let's consider some example. For example, the studio costs like $1,000. Your guys up there figure out that it costs on used market like eBay or something cost $1,000.
Okay.
So
how much would you get
how
back?
much? Yes.
So normally we give about 50 to 60% back.
150 or
Yeah,
50?
50.
50.
Yeah, 50
half
to 60%.
a price.
Yeah. So we normally make 40 to 50% profit when we buy something in. So the customer, half of the time, if the guitar is in good condition or whatever the instrument is in good condition, they could make up to 60%. So they can make up to more than what we're making on it, you know. But it all depends on how you took care of it, and you know, if let's say for example like an amp, if you're missing a cable or something like that, then obviously we take away from that. But normally we get 50 to 60% back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that this is yours used guitars, yeah, like so I check the prices and they are not very low.
Yeah,
in comparison with others, so it's in comparison with a new one. So it's price twice bigger that you take from some people, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that you don't do some cleaning or maybe
No,
working.
well, when it's a vintage guitar, like we like to keep it as it is. Because that adds authenticity to the vintage.
No. I mean the old strings, very old. I mean with rub on it and some rub on the fingerboard.
Well, normally we have a technician that replaces all the strings. But the technician that we had, he had to part ways, so we literally have nobody that does that right now. So it solely depends on the associates, like when they have time.
I understand, but I mean you usually do some work on it.
Yeah.
I mean if it needs. For example, you need to change like fingerboard. I don't know this word.
To be honest, no.
No, nothing. Just
we just buy it in.
If the way it is.
It comes as like we take it as it comes. So for example, if there is a guitar that needs work, and let's say it's like. For example, the only guitar that we did an exception for that was this Rosewood, the George Harrison one.
Yeah.
There was something going on with the pickups.
In excellent condition.
It is in excellent condition.
Yes.
But there was like a technical difficulty inside with the pickups, with the switch, that was not working. The top pickup was not working. So that's literally the only guitar that I on my experience working here that we've actually worked on because we wanted to buy it in so bad. Now, in other occasions where if there's a guitar that needs work and it's not really worth, let's say, buying in, like it's not like something like this, then we kind of just pass on it. We're just like, hey man, like, you know, maybe try to get that fixed and bring it back to us, and then we'll consider buying it.
Yeah, I understand.
So we don't, since we make only like 40 to 50% of profit, we decide not to invest too much into them. We just flip them.
Yeah.
You know, buy in and sell.
So it's not very popular to do that. You mean from the customers? Yeah. They don't. They rarely do that.
Do what? Like,
to leave your guitar and buy the new one with selling you the old one.
No, that happens all the time.
All the time.
Like trading the guitar?
Yes.
Yeah, that happens all the time. And the cool thing about it is that not only we give them 60%, we take off 10% of the sale of the new guitar as well.
Oh, so we need to make a discount. No,
exactly. We also discount it 10% if it's not on sale already, or if it's not clearance or used, obviously. You know, so it has to be at the regular price for a regular sale guitar. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. And maybe if you don't tire already. One more question. It's all big rumors about Gibson
going bankrupt and all that.
Going bankrupt, yes, and maybe all the stuff. So this is it true that there is a tendency, I don't know this word, that people start buying less guitar that used to be? Like in 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago.
Well,
if you know,
I'll be quite honest with you. I haven't worked here long enough to answer that. Okay, like to give you a solid answer on that.
It's your opinion about it.
Well, the thing is that I'm not a guitar player. So I started getting into guitars when I started working here, which was a year and a half ago. And already by then, Gibson was already going through that. I'll be quite honest, man. A lot of people come in here, half of the guitars that we sell are either Fender or Gibson.
Yeah.
You know, that's for sure. Yeah. Like Fender and Gibson are like always there, like battling each other, you know? Yeah. And in my opinion, we sell a lot of Gibsons, but you know, pricing and all of that, it's not a lot of people could afford like a $4,000 guitar. But I from what I see in sales, I see it doing pretty good, at least in our store. Gibson is doing pretty good. Yeah, in our store.
So Gibson is alive.
Yeah, they're still alive. They're not going anywhere for now. No. Not in this store.
Good. So, okay, I run out of the questions, so thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, man. My pleasure.